Who's really saving the world? Is it power or teamwork? Let's settle this.
All right, listen up. Today's debate is simple. What's the best way to save the world? We've got two so-called heroes here. Superman, the alien powerhouse, and Captain America, the star-spangled soldier. Let's hear it. Superman, you first.
Thank you, Mr. Jameson. The best way to save the world is to use the power we have to protect it, swiftly and decisively. My abilities allow me to stop asteroids, disarm nuclear threats, and inspire hope. When people see that someone can stand against the darkness, they're reminded that good can triumph.
With all due respect, Superman, saving the world isn't just about power. It's about people. If humanity relies on one unstoppable force to solve every problem, what happens when you're not around? We need to empower others, to unite and fight together. That's how real change happens.
But Steve, time is often the enemy. When Doomsday leveled Metropolis, I didn't have the luxury of assembling a team. The world needs guardians who can act now, before it's too late.
And what happens when the world starts seeing you as a crutch, or worse, a threat? Power without accountability is dangerous. I've seen what happens when people put blind faith in superior beings. The best way to save the world is to believe in it, to trust ordinary people to rise to the occasion.
Hope is believing in people, but sometimes they need to see what's possible. I don't want them to depend on me. I want them to see that even the impossible can be overcome.
Then lead with them, not above them. The Avengers prove that teamwork, flaws and all, saves more lives than any one person ever could.
Hold on. Let's cut through the idealism. Superman, aren't you just making humanity lazy? And Cap, isn't your teamwork just a fancy way of saying you're outgunned?
I don't see it that way. Strength isn't about replacing human effort. It's about giving them the chance to thrive without fear.
And I'm saying humanity already has that strength. They just need someone to remind them of it, not do it for them.
So, Superman's a one-man safety net and Cap's a glorified cheerleader?
I'd say it's more like being a light in the darkness.
And I'd say it's about passing the torch.
Enough with the metaphors. We'll let the audience decide who's right. But mark my words, neither of you is getting a front-page puff piece out of this. All right, let's settle this once and for all. What's the real way to save the world? Superman, you're up first. Try not to put us all to sleep with the hope and inspiration routine.
It's not just about inspiration, Mr. Jameson. It's about action. My power allows me to stop disasters before they escalate. When a tsunami threatens a city, I can divert it.
Protection, sure, but dependency? Superman, you're a good man, but if humanity leans on you for every crisis, they'll never learn to stand on their own. The best way to save the world is to strengthen it, not replace its struggles.
And what about the struggles they can't win alone? Should I stand back and let millions die just to teach a lesson?
Nobody's saying that, but if you always fight their battles, they'll never develop the courage to fight for themselves.
Hold on, Cap. Are you seriously saying Superman should hold back?
I'm saying power without restraint is dangerous. The Avengers work together. No one person calls the shots. That's how trust is built.
And I respect teamwork, Steve. But when Brainiac's fleet is bearing down on Earth, we don't have time for a committee vote. Sometimes the world needs a shield.
And sometimes the shield is the people. You inspire hope, Superman. But hope isn't just watching you save the day. It's knowing that anyone can step up.
Then why do the Avengers need you? If humanity's so capable, why lead them at all?
Because leading isn't about doing it for them, it's about showing them they can.
All right, let's cut to the chase. Superman, you're basically a god. Cap, you're a guy with a shield. How's that not a losing argument?
I've fought gods before, Jameson, and I've won because I had people beside me.
And I've been the god in the room. Trust me, Steve, it's a lonely burden. That's why I don't want worship. I want people to see that even the strongest among us believe in them.
Then prove it. Step back when it's their fight. Let them rise.
And if they fall?
Then we help them back up, but we don't carry them forever.
Oh, you're both giving me a headache. Superman's all about the big rescue, and Cap's betting on the little guy. Fine, let the audience decide who's right. But I still say the world needs fewer flying men in tights and more accountability.
You're a good man, Steve. But I still believe in leading by example.
And I believe in leading with them. Guess we'll have to agree to disagree.
Yeah. Save the mutual respect for the after party. Debate's over.
At the end of the day, it's not about being a savior. It's about being a symbol, a reminder that no matter how dark things get, there's always a way forward.
And that way forward isn't paved by one person. It's built by everyone. Unity, sacrifice, and trust in each other, that's what saves the world.
All right, that's enough of the motivational poster talk. Let's wrap this up. So, here's the deal. We've got Superman, the guy who can bench press a planet, telling us he's here to save the day. And then we've got Captain America, the guy with a shield and a stubborn streak, saying we should save ourselves. Here's what I think. Neither of you has it completely right. Superman, you're powerful, sure, but power without accountability? That's a recipe for disaster. And Cap, you're all about teamwork, but let's face it, sometimes the world needs a big gun. The truth is, saving the world isn't about one approach or the other. It's about balance. Superman, you can't do it all. And Cap, you can't expect people to do it all on their own. But hey, what do I know? I'm just the guy who writes the headlines. And let me tell you, neither of you is getting a front page puff piece out of this. So there you have it, folks. The debate's over. Now go out there and save the world, or at least try not to wreck it further. At least don't wreck it further.